Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Zach bringing you guys another trade recap. It is currently March 12th. We took one trade today. It was a beautiful short position. I know so many people caught this trade because it was just super A plus, super obvious, and we made a total of 4.6K, a total of 514 on 9 accounts. So beautiful day today. One of my best days trading in a while. I followed all my rules. I stuck to my plan and executed with patience and confidence, and it played out. And this was just super A plus, and I'm so grateful that I caught this trade. We just have to keep executing every day and trust God's plan. But let's get right into the trade recap. So coming into the day, I was very bearish because you guys could see this 4-hour inverse, but we were failing to go any higher after that 4-hour inverse. And coming into the 4-hour chart here, I wanted to see equilibrium of this entire range because we were technically still in a premium here, so I definitely didn't see higher. I couldn't have seen higher out of this four-hour inversion unless we got displacement through all these hourlies and closed above here. Then I'd be looking for buys. But overall, I was still very bearish with these three down closed candles. I'm like, okay, we're definitely coming to Asia lows at least. So you go down to the lower time frame here, go into the 15-minute time frame, market open, and we manipulated down. We took out London lows right here. You guys can see London lows are right here. We took out London lows with market open, and then we displaced higher into a 5-minute fair value gap, but I was still very, very bearish. I didn't want to see any upside unless we got a 5-minute breaker form to the upside, but we did not get that, so I was still bearish. And I knew this was all just manipulation. And we got my 3 entries that I look for: a breaker, fair value gap, and then equilibrium of that entire range. So right here you guys can see we had a breaker. We had a 5-minute breaker right here. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. Inside bearish market structure. So this is a breaker right here. We also got a 5-minute fair value gap right here. You guys can see. This is a 5-minute fair value gap here that we were respecting. After that, we got equilibrium of the range as well. You guys can see we had equilibrium, and we actually came up to OTE perfectly and wicked it perfectly. So after that, I'm like, okay, I'm just looking for sell side here. We also had an SMT here. So all these confluences, man, just super A plus. We had a breaker, CISD, 5-minute fair value gap. Overall, in bearish market structure with Asia lows still intact. Very strong target for the market is Asia lows, the London lows. Those prominent highs and lows are what I really want to target each and every single day. So after this SMT got put into place and we were failing to displace above this 5-minute fair value gap, I knew we wanted shorts. With this 5-minute close, I'm like, okay, if this 1 minute gets inversed, I'm in shorts. So we got the 1 minute inversion. What do you know? I'm in shorts, break even at this internal low, targeting Asia lows, and a hit within, let's see how many candles. Literally within 5 minutes it hit. Beautiful trade, 87 points, 2.5 risk reward. Beautiful trade, up 515, super A plus. Everything was here today. Overall bearish market structure, overall bearish bias because we were failing to displace above this hourly. I would have been bullish if we displaced above this hourly, but I still wanted to see equilibrium of this entire range. I honestly could have targeted this 4-hour fair value gap, but all I wanted was Asia lows. You could have held all the way to this 4-hour because it was another obvious draw. But Asia was my target, and I was happy with my profits there. And then once again, 5-minute manipulation higher into a key level, which was this fair value gap, inside equilibrium, SMT, inversion fair value gap. That's all I look for each and every single day, and today was just super clean. We also had a CISD, which you guys can add as another confluence. I was originally going to take this first 1 minute inversion up here because there's this double 1 minute inversion, and just with discretion, this 1 minute inversion would have been good. But I couldn't get the entry I wanted, so I just waited for this inversion, and then I set a limit order at this fair value gap. The one thing that I could have done better was just market order in instead of setting a limit, because I literally top ticked this, and if it didn't come up, and this candle right here, if this wick came up to like here and then ran, I would have been so mad because I would have missed out on my trade because I didn't market order in. So I did set a limit, and you guys can see I literally top ticked it and then bottom ticked, went all the way down to the bottom with stop loss above this high right here, and it was just a beautiful trade overall. But that's the one thing I need to work on is market order in when I'm so confident in it, because a lot of the time that limit is not going to get filled, and today it did get filled. God willingly, it did get filled, and I'm so happy it got filled, but I easily could have missed out on this trade, and it could have ran to full TP. But other than that, this was a great trade, and I hope you guys learned something from this trade. It was just super obvious. Clean. All you need is clean draw, breaker, fair value gap, equilibrium of that entire range, and then inversion towards your draw. That's literally all you need to become profitable. And overall, just a super A-plus day. 515 on each account. All our accounts are in great spots. We're aiming toward that $18,000 payout. We only need like 1,100 more on each account, so I'm not going to put a time frame on it, but just going to keep trusting the process, keep trading well. This week was a very good week. I'm probably going to end the week here. I probably will not trade tomorrow because I'm already up heavy on the week, and I don't want to end the week on a losing day. So I might end the week here. It all depends. I'll probably look tomorrow, honestly. But this week we are up a total of 868 on 9 accounts, so 868 times 9. We're up 7.8K this week, so beautiful week. I also took 1 loss this week and then 30 wins, so overall, just a debut week. But that's going to be it for this trade recap. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I will soon get back to posting in the Discord. I've been very slacking on the Discord. I mean, not slacking. I sort of took a break up from the Discord to focus on my own trading journey. But once I get this 18K payout and maybe one more payout, I'll open the Discord back up and do live trading again. But overall, I'm just focused on my own trading, focused on the process, trust and surrender to God's plan. And that's all it is. Just keep executing every day, day by day, and it will all pay off. But yeah, that's going to be it, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.